just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Allen. Open man here is Foster.
Complete to Robert.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Buffalo Bills.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
6 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Vince Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley.
Allen's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and...
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Quick slant to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Is no good. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're up.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A little juke. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Steelers first down.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's second down.
Second down and 10.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And 10.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Bills 20, Steelers nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the grab by Croft. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 46.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Allen's throw is complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
The pass on 1st.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A 43-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Snell again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson.
Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Boom, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, his throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bills 28, Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's going to go up top again. And it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Ben Roethlisberger sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run the counter. Snell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 48-yard attempt.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue away in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep.
They are not ready for us.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Wally. What's that, buddy? Oh yeah, I just got it. Or Hugh gave it to me, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to double check.
It's good to be somewhat back.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but I can't be biased. I have to be neutral.
You're good.
I have to be. I don't have a choice, dog. I'm the lead commish. I gotta be unbiased.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to be like a dickish, but...
Not really. You're just you're being neutral the whole time.
That's my job. If I don't have neutrality, that's what happens. Shit explodes. I gave Hayes a beatdown.
Bro, I'm just fucking around with all my games.
Did you watch me beat down Hayes?
No, I did not, actually. I should have.
I beat him 42-17. I ran all over him and mixed him. It's on my YouTube if you want to watch the replay.
Bro, I low-key...
I have the first, the second, 2/3, and the 7th in this draft.
The Washington team effed me over.
Yeah, I was gonna say, weren't you taking?
No, I was trying to... What's it called? I was trying to tank, and then me and him were like, hey bro, let's go at it. And then he's like, alright. And then I'm like, hey, he texted me, you want to go to overtime? I'm like, sure, why not? And boom, he lets me win with safety. I was like, God damn it. Bro, why can my players not catch anything?
I don't know what I want to draft, to be honest. I kind of want to draft I'm torn between drafting a badass corner and drafting... I'm torn between drafting a badass corner and drafting, like...
I'm drafting the left tackle.
I need to draft somebody in my line, to be honest. I need to get my boy Creed Humphrey.
I'm drafting the left tackle. Oh my God, he missed. You know who I'm talking about, right? That left tackle?
I said you were going to draft Penei Sewell or Sam Cosmi.
No, Penei Sewell. I'm gonna have a top 3 pick.
I'm not.
Yeah, I will. I'm almost done with this game. I'm in the 3rd quarter.
That, or do I draft a insane linebacker to move to end?
Damn, I just forced a fumble. Wally, you should go watch my game. It's like, fuck.
Dylan Moses would be a beast. Minka Parsons.
Wally, you should go watch my game. It feels like I'm playing.
But I already know Minka Parsons is not going to be back.
Wally, go watch my game. It feels like I'm playing arcade.
Why? Who you playing against?
The Bills. My old friend.
How you doing?
20-28.
Wait, is he your friend?
Yeah. I was the one who suggested.
The Bills guy's your friend?
Yeah, I go to school.
Oh.
What the hell, Ben? Jeez.
I don't know. I want to see if there's anybody on my team I want to trade this offseason.
Low-key, I want to trade, but like, Oh, Wally, I need to talk to you. So you know how I left the league? My CPU resigned people, and I don't like that.
You just have to, oh, they did?
Yeah, would I have to just cut him and then clear my cap?
Yeah, cut them and clear your cap. If there's people that they reassign that you don't like, once the season's over, just cut them and I'll clear your cap. And you do it.
I can
You
do it
can't
myself.
do anything else though. You cannot do anything else besides cut them and let me clear your cap. Because if you don't, I have to.
Now people are gonna start being biased. That one was being a bitch about it was a fucking Chargers user.
No, Chargers is just pissed off because he couldn't believe that it was happening. But Chargers is cool with it. Did he say sorry to you? Because I know some of them did.
Nah. I don't think so.
I know some of them felt bad.
Eh.
If I was to trade somebody in my squad, who would I trade? My defense needs help, but there's nobody in my defense that I want to trade. Like that D-line, it needs
What the
major
hell?
help.
He dropped the clear pass. Oh my god.
My D-line needs major help.
Have you seen my D-line? Oh my god.
Mine's worse.
Wally, no. My D-line is
I have Troy
scary.
Dye, Terry Poe, my rookie Gallimore, and Olivia Vernon, bro.
My D-line is scary.
You call that a pass rush, dog?
Bro, I'm just trying to get JJ Watt on my D-line. But fucking Houston.
The hell is Crawford? Isn't he old? He's 30. I have some decent
Goodbye.
youngsters, but still.
Come on, do it again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Bro, watch my game right now.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my +2 for Hughes game, and who won the other game? Oh, was it Air Force as well? Week 13. Who won Patriots? Wait, who won the Patriots game?
Didn't we sim? I haven't done my.
Chargers. Who did I vote for? Oh, that's who I voted for.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right.
Where's my post about who I voted for?
They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard
Rams, yeah, okay.
And the Steelers are going offense here, 1st and 10.
In week 14, Raiders won. Did I click Raiders? No, yeah, I tried.
Come on.
Okay, so I have.
Hey Hunter, guess what? I got the top of the pineapple already.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Come on.
On the play and a 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year.
So I did +4. I have 4 of my +6 on CD. And then I wanted to put my other shit on the coin.
It just happened so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens.
I have to do my +2 for this week. They already played it. Did you? Pretty sure I did.
Oh, you didn't vote.
No, week
You didn't
13.
keep voting. No, week 14. They already played. And the votes
No. Oh shit. No, I didn't
You
vote for this
missed
one.
it.
No, I'm talking about week 13.
Oh. Yeah.
Damn, them motherfuckers played quick.
Well, they wanted to play from the. It was kind of like that's the game that I wanted, and they played from the get-go. Are you gonna do all the pluses tomorrow? Because you're already on there. So.
Yeah, most likely. I might do them tomorrow. I'm gonna get on early tomorrow, so yeah.
+6 is done.
Wow, that was a good ass play. That would have been a house call.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact.
I'm like,
it's incomplete.
re-signing Olivia Vernon for like a year is very tempting.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there.
Just because of his overall.
4th and 11.
He wouldn't be a bad backup.
4th down, Allen, and it is incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
Actually, I think the best contract deal for
that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
I said I wasn't going to re-sign Vernon.
But a nice little game.
Okay, never mind. Fuck you.
On the play, and that'll make it
It's a one ticket.
short. At the Bills' 18-yard line. Now a give here to Snell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger.
Oh my God.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll get about
We have
4
3
yards. He takes it
teams
from the
open
10
right
down
now.
to the 6. The
Jay
defense
left, by the way.
they can
I know.
stop ball right
I
around
see him.
5 here, brings up 3rd.
Says taking a break.
So we have the Jets open, the Bears open, and well, the Panthers guy hasn't joined yet. He doesn't answer in the next sim, I gotta kick him. It's unfortunate, but I can't be, you know what I'm saying?
Damn,
Do
I'm
you have
not,
anybody else that would play Lindo?
to be honest, I might. Okay.
Yo, Hunter,
No, he doesn't play. He doesn't play games, Madden.
you don't play Madden? Bruh.
Okay.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20.
Stick his ass.
He's past the 30.
You know what? I'm actually gonna run something funny on him. I'm gonna run the zone blitz. I'm winning 40 and 28. But I'm gonna let him win right now.
Who are you playing against me?
The Bills. Oh, come on. Come on. Bitch fumble! Where's my zone blitz?
Yeah, I'm heading to bed, Lindo. I'll see you.
Alright then. Later, dude.
Man, see ya.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. And this was caught by Beasley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From the 38, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Allen steps away to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st down.
On the handoff, it's Snell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Going deep for Diggs. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, Stephon Diggs, the 30.
They're not even
20,
trying to do anything.
10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
It's a pickup at 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in
this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to reach the goal line. Unbelievable. Still scratching my head here. They go for two, and the game stays tied. The Bills say they have it, and they do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team. Because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.